Hi guys, Liz here, aka Isabel Sharon. Welcome to Coffee with Isa. I always sound silly when I say it, because I just want to say Coffee with Liz, but as the channel is Isabel Sharon, like I have to kind of like stick to that, if that makes sense. Anyhow, this is, I promise you, going to be brief. I said that last week, didn't I? I said that last time. No, it will be brief because I've got lots to do. Absolutely, loads to do. So it's just like a sort of touch base, whatever. Yes, one of the things that I wanted to say is Thelma is on her way back. In what form, I'm not sure. Only I know. But anyhow, I just thought I'd say that because a couple of people have asked me, is Thelma coming back? Is that the end of Thelma? No, it isn't, but it's an interesting return. Let's just say that. It's just an interesting return. Anyhow, the last week, I've just been extremely busy the last week. It's been like full on go. I tend to sort of, well, this last week, I've been doing, for the last couple of weeks, I've been doing a, what do you call it? A sort of a kickback on technology week. So basically, which isn't really that different to what I normally do, but maybe more so than normal. I have been logging in, doing what I need to do, and then logging out. I've not been hanging around. I've not, you know, sometimes when I log in and I've done what I wanted to do, I have this strange habit of taking my avatar running. I always have. So I watch my avatar run and I take her on runs around Sims, or I walk up and down. This is going to sound really sad, but I pace. I pace my land. Yeah, I know. I know it's going to sound really strange, but it's actually quite therapeutic for me. I like to pace. I don't pace in the real world. I just get on and do something else. But I don't know. Yeah, I've done that a few times. Now, I've been doing that since I started in Second Life. Yeah, I don't know why I get a great deal of fun out of it. And then I'll actually put her running shoes on and shorts and take her running. And then what I do is I find mainland roads. You know how you can get roads in mainland? And they just go across Sims upon Sims. And I just take her running on roads. Through all sorts of lag, she runs. I'm sure as I'm running and I'm crossing Sims, my hair's falling off and I must seem like some strange thing going through. But it's, I don't know, I just find it so much fun. It's really weird. But anyhow, back to what I was saying. I've been doing a sort of like a slight bit of an anti-technology thing whereby, yes, I get on and I do my blogs and stuff. And once I've done anything, unless I'm saving wind lights, because sometimes if I like the position where I'm in and I like the wind light at just that particular moment, I'll walk away from the computer. I've been doing a lot of walking away from the computer and that kind of thing. But to be honest, I have been logging off quite a lot. And the reason I'm doing it is because I think you can spend too much time in front of a computer, and I just think, you know, there are things I like to do. I like a good film. I'm not really a TV watcher, but I do like a good film, so I've been catching up on films. You know, I've been on the phone chatting to friends, or, you know, having people over for a cup of tea or popping around. So I've been doing a lot of that. So my time, bearing in mind I work full-time, so it's, you know, my time is kind of limited, and I've had a couple of people sort of, you know, unhappy with me because I don't log in and say hi. And the reason I don't log in and say hi is because when I first land on Second Life, I am getting umpteen note cards and messages, and I'm getting boxes of things to blog, you know. And so my routine is I log in and then I will spend quite a bit of time looking at those note cards, seeing where, you know, what I need to do, unboxing, putting them in sort of like the folders, you know, changing my outfit, going to do a blog, if I've got a film to do, just getting on with that. And that's what I'm doing. I don't even look at my friends list, and I've said this so many times before. I do not look at my friends list until I've done all I need to do, and then I think, well, I've got some time, I fancy hanging out or I fancy chatting, and then I will do. But of late I haven't been, because by the time I'm finished doing all this stuff, I actually want to get off technology and I want to do other things. Because like I said, I work full time, so it's you know, time's precious. Time is precious. I do not want to spend hours staring at a computer, because I actually stare at a computer all day long. I'm in front of a computer all day long. When I'm not out representing people and doing that kind of thing, I am in front of a computer all day long. So sometimes I just need to sort of get away from it. And also, as you're all aware, I had a change in medication a couple of months ago, which has caused real changes in me. So I'm trying to adapt to that still, you know, and I have to say, it's good stuff. It's made me really perky. I mean, seriously, you could walk in front of me and a bus could hit you, and I'd probably stand there and go, oh dear. That is how perky I am. I'm kind of numb to emotions in a way, which for me is a good thing, because I was, for a period of time, and I will let you know this, I do suffer from bouts of depression because of the fibro. I will sort of regress and suffer this. You know, so there was a period of time for a while this year that I've been going through this, and it's been very difficult for me, and I've been quite sensitive to things. So the medication, as well as, well, it's not really helping my pain, to be honest, but it's making me cope with pain a lot better. So it's giving me that sort of mindset that, you know what, I can keep going against it, and that's what I've been doing. But it also makes me a little bit weird. It's hard to explain. So my concentration, and I don't want to sit in front of a computer all the time. I want to get away from it. I want to do other things. So that's where I'm coming from. And I know a few people have been upset with me because I don't chat. My very close friends understand how I am. They understand that when I am a bit of a machine. There's no two ways about it. I do everything like I'm a machine, and I do that because the day I stop, I always worry. I mean, I'm like that in real life, you know. I work and I just plow into things. I don't take time and just relax. The only time I relax is on sort of like my days off and things like that, because I worry that if I stop, I won't start again, because I'm constantly battling against the way I'm feeling, and you know, I don't want to be one of those people that ends up at home all the time because of a condition that they still haven't quite diagnosed yet, because I don't know if I mentioned it, I've been referred to a consultant, and the appointment's not till February, for God's sake, because now they're questioning whether it necessarily is fibro. So yeah. They think it probably is, but what their concern is that I've been treated for it for these last 5 years or so, and actually they never ever went through part of the process they should have done to get me scanned, etc, etc, whatever else they're going to do. So yeah, there you go. But I feel really a lot of people have noticed it. I'm always like laughing, and I'm like, yeah, I feel like the old Liz, but with a bit of a kick, if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I went through a really tough time with the medication, and I was really ill with it, really ill. I really suffered with it, and some days I still do, because some days I get this like really strong nausea from it, and I have to like, whoa. But it's not as bad as it has been. But I was really spitting out. I wasn't sleeping. I was just in such a mess, but it seems to have calmed down. So anyhow, that's the explanation of that. But I just wanted to explain about my time online and why I don't suddenly reach out and say hello. It's because I do this routine, and as far as I'm concerned, that routine comes first, and then once I'm done, then I sort of give that time if I want to stay on longer, and then I look at my friends list. It's just the way I am. I have always been this way, and it's no reflection on anybody on my friends list. It's just the way I am, because I guess people need to remember, this is a second life. This is my virtual space. This is where I come, and this is my life. I don't want to have the same dramas that there are in real life in my virtual world. So that's how I tackle it, and you know, hence I'm not big on cliques, and I'm not big on that kind of thing, because people always fall out in cliques, and you know, things always happen. So you know, I've got some really good friends, and they know me. When I want to hang out, I'll hang out. When I sort of can't, they know I can't. So yeah, that's me explaining that. The other thing is, yeah, I still have a roof problem. So anyhow, we're due to have really bad weather over the next few days, and by Wednesday apparently real gale force winds and very heavy rain. I mean, it could come beforehand. So I contacted the building people and I've said, listen here, I'm not impressed. And so I've just received a text message as I came home from the roofers to say they will be out on Wednesday. Well, no, they're going to come out tomorrow. They're going to erect the scaffolding, and on Wednesday they're going to start the work on my roof. I did want to say, are you sure you want to do it? I know I've been moaning about it, but it's high winds and heavy rain on Wednesday, like very stormy. And I'm just thinking, oh my God, they're going to blow off the roof. It'll be my fault. Plus, as well as that, they're going to have to take the tiles off and open up my roof. I don't really want pouring rain coming through, but we'll see anyhow. But I've taken Wednesday off, so I'm home because I am worried, and I'm going to make sure that everything's moved in the kitchen, because I am a bit worried about how it's going to affect the hole in my roof, because it is going to be pretty bad apparently. So there you go, that's my update. And if I suddenly do a live stream on Wednesday, then you'll know it went tits up. And I'm sitting here in rain and I'm like having a meltdown. That's because that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably film the roof caving in, because have technology, we'll use it when I want to. Anyhow, oh yeah, I've got a contract phone. I was so excited. I suddenly got a refresh. I'm due an upgrade, and I didn't think it was due till January. And then suddenly I got this notification the other day, so I was like, oh, okay, I suppose I'll go and have a look. Yes, and tonight my upgrade comes. I'm so excited. And it's, can I just say, it's going to cost me less than the current phone I've got, which actually doesn't make sense. I've got an iPhone 7 and I'm being upgraded to the iPhone XR. I thought that was the most recent phone, but it's going to cost me less. Who am I to complain? Who am I to complain? So I'm waiting here with bated breath for them to come, because they're coming anytime between 6 and 10 p.m. So yeah. Anyhow, I'm going to go. I've just spoken a whole lot of blah blah. Because I do that sometimes, and yeah, I am going to go and visit someone's home again soon, and you know, through the television set. And I will show that probably one day this week actually, and yeah, anyhow, I hope you have a good week, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.
On about that game. Don't go and fall in love with that girl. She will only cause you pain. Don't think she loves you, she don't mean it. Just look the other way. She's coming at you, you better run before she leaves your heart in vain. She is cold as ice, deep blue sea, you can't swim in. Better think twice before you dive into that water.